Lorpu from Liberia, and we wanted to ask you, we're doing a project for our journalism communication class about same-sex marriage, and we wanted to broaden our scope outside of the country, the U.S. So in Liberia, what is that attitude that is common among the people from your country?
Concerning same-sex marriage?
Same-sex marriage, yeah.
Well, they're not. I think they have some people that are gay or lesbian in my country, but it's not a cultural thing for us. So if you're gay or lesbian and your family, if they find out, it's like you become an outcast. Yes, they look down on you, and
So there's social repercussions, and you'll be outcast from
yeah,
your family even.
yeah. And then I think, well, kind of, my mom thinks my aunt is, but she doesn't know, so she won't let us like sleep over.
At her home.
Yeah, but she's not sure.
Yeah.
But that's what she thinks.
So what about, are there any repercussions regarding the law? Like, can you be arrested for same-sex relationships, or will they?
You can't, but people they're in hiding, like it's not something that somebody can just come up with and say, oh, I'm gay or lesbian. Because people, like I said, and sometimes people get mad, they're gonna hate you and even like hate on you, do stuff to you.
Hurt you?
Yes.
So in terms of media in Liberia, how do you feel they cover the subject of same-sex relationships?
We don't
and
talk
marriage?
about those things.
So it's not covered by the news or any of the media?
No, because
This is Omu from Nepal, and she's a student here at USU, and we wanted to ask you if you have any personal experience with same-sex marriage, whether knowing a family, friend.
Not yet.
No? Okay,
Yeah.
so in your country of Nepal, there's no.
I haven't seen any like gay people or lesbian people.
Okay.
Like not yet. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does your country feel about same-sex relationships and marriages?
I don't know, because usually some people they don't come out of their closet. So like I think like how from Liberia, yeah, I think it's the same thing. They're like outcasts and stuff like that. Yeah.
So if your family was to find out that your
But you-
siblings were gay or something.
I wouldn't mind if like anybody was gay or anything, because I feel like love is equal for everybody. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but my mom and dad might not like it. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
but
always hard for the mom and
uh-huh.
dad. How about your country? The media, do you feel that they cover it? Do they cover it at all? And what is the media's spin on it?
About media and about gay people. We haven't had a lot of gay marriages and stuff like that.
So, how do you feel the media, so they don't cover it at all then, the media?
I don't think so. Maybe few, but I've not read it or I have not heard about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not a common subject matter that is.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, this is Pula from India, and the question is, do you have any experience yourself? Do you know anybody that is in a same-sex marriage or same-sex relationships from your country?
No.
How does your country handle or feel about same-sex relationships and marriage?
Not very well.
It's not well received?
No.
Do they talk about it, or is it something that...
No, in our country, it's we come from a society that's a little more conservative. So people in my country, they are not very open to the idea of same-sex marriage. There is a little bit of ongoing, what do you call it?
Rebellion?
Not exactly rebellion, but like the media is trying to bring this topic up so that it can get approval from people. But since we follow our culture and our ethics, they go like really back, really a long time back. So people are not very open to the idea. I mean, anything is possible.
So it is not legal to have a same-sex marriage in India.
No.
And what happens if somebody finds out that you're in a same-sex relationship?
The repercussions are generally not very good. They'll probably be boycotted from the society, or people will try to give them counseling sessions and try to change their orientation.
Is there ever any physical harm to someone that is?
It can happen under the radar. Maybe it wouldn't come up to the national television. It can happen. It's definitely possible.
Okay.
Because, I mean, in India, even if a guy and a girl elope and get married, it's a big taboo. It's a taboo.
Okay.
So
For
same-sex
same-sex,
marriage,
yeah.
we still have to get there.
Okay, so you feel that the media is framing it in a way to try to help the community be accepting of it.
Yes. Yeah.
How about legally? Are there any legal repercussions for someone?
I don't think I don't think our constitution allows it. I'm not very sure of it.
Okay.
But I'm definitely sure that it's not well received in the society. Like if someone was to say that, it would always be kept under wraps, and people would not I've seen in America people come out of the closet, they say.
Yes.
But in India, such things don't happen. They generally try to keep it under wraps, as away from the media or away from society as much as they can, because it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I have to say it, it's not a good thing because that's how it's received.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much. Hi, this is Tyra. She's from Honduras. We were wondering, do you have any personal experience, anybody you know from your country that is going through that experience?
I don't.
No.
I have a cousin who is gay and who lives in New York, but we haven't been in contact for a very long time. He's a little bit removed, down the line in our
Right.
family, but he's still family.
Right.
So, but that's my only experience.
Okay, and then how about in your country? How does the community deal with that issue?
It's still not accepted socially. My country is predominantly Catholic, so a lot of our traditions and things are stemmed from that religion. So it's something that people still struggle with. As far as coming out and being open and accepted, it's not accepted at all. People have a hard time. So it really is a case by case as far as in the family how it's dealt with. But there's usually a lot of shame.
Right.
So it's still really hard for people to come out.
Are there legal repercussions if somebody is in a same-sex relationship?
There are no legal protections, like a lot of.
Hi, this is Rainey from Taiwan. The question that we're asking today is about same-sex relationships and marriage, and we want to know, do you personally have any experience in terms of, do you know anybody from your country, family or friends that is going through this experience right now?
It's normal.
It's normal?
Yes.
Okay. So in your country, how do the people feel about same-sex relationships and marriage? Is it well received, or do people get upset about it, about same-sex marriage?
I think people still don't totally agree with that.
So they still have a problem with it?
Yes.
Is there ever any repercussions in terms of, do people push away their family that is in a same-sex relationship, or they do?
Yes, because I'm still a little traditional.
Okay.
So probably the elders men can accept this, but it's young men, almost young men that can accept this marriage, same-sex marriage.
Okay, this is Katie from China. The question that we're asking today is about same-sex relationships and marriage, and we're wondering if you have any first-hand experience in terms of people that you know, family, relatives, friends, that are dealing with this issue right now in your country.
Some of my friends is in that case. I accept it, but it is not legal for marriage in China. But many people and more people accept it.
They do?
Yeah,
Like, do they ever hurt somebody because they're in a same-sex relationship?
No, I think.
Okay. And the media, how do they handle it? Do you feel that the media portrays the subject matter fairly and biased, or do you think they're trying to get you to go along with it or against same-sex
I
relationships?
think our media avoid to
They avoid it.
talk about this.
So the population then overall is conservative, and they, while they're not ostracizing people, they would rather not deal with it. Would you say that's a fair statement, that they don't want to talk about it, but that they accept it?
They are accepted, but don't.
Hi, we're here with Yuki, Sisa, and Della. Yuki and Sisa are from Japan. Della is an American. And the question today that we're asking is, do you have any personal experience? Do you know somebody, a family member or friend, that is dealing with same-sex relationships or marriage?
Yeah, in Japan it's not
Not common?
common.
Okay. How about you, Peter?
I had a friend who was a student here last year who was gay, and I think he moved to Salt Lake recently because he graduated.
Okay.
And I know that currently he has a boyfriend, and he's very active in gay rights and
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
voicing his opinions.
Okay.
So
Now, how do you, in your countries, and this is for you too, your perspective about America, how do they deal with same-sex relationships and gay marriage, or same-sex marriage?
me.
No, we'll hear from you and Yuki first.
What the question?
How does your country, what is the attitude of your country about same-sex relationships and marriage?
We Japanese to accept, I think.
They don't accept it?
Yeah.
And then even like people is not like say I'm lesbian or
So they don't come out,
yeah,
they
no,
don't
yeah,
accept
yeah.
it, so they hide it?
Yeah.
Kind of shameful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if your family was to find out that somebody in your family was gay or same-sex relationships, would they still consider them family? Or is it common practice in Japan for them to ostracize them and push? How about the media? Do they discuss same-sex relationships in the media?
Yeah. Nope, never. I think.
I've never seen the program
Uh-huh.
about same-sex marriage.
I just study a little bit. Yeah, just a little, like very small. So yeah.
How, Della, do you feel about your country and how they handle same-sex marriage? Do you feel that it is fully accepted, or do you feel that it still has some ways to go, or how do they handle it?
I think it's a current conflict between groups in America. You know, there's some people who don't care, and then there's people who are pro gay rights, and then there's people who are against it. And I think at the moment, it's more acceptable in the media to have a pro opinion about it, because otherwise you're viewed as kind of, bigoted and kind of like a narrow-minded opinion, and it's not looked at as nicely anymore, unless you're watching a comedy, and then they still poke fun at it. But when it comes to politics, I think when you're looking at the political side of it, there's still a lot of people who are very, very, very against it, or maybe that's the religious side. But either way, when it's actually discussed or debated, then there's still two different opinions. But I think it's moving towards being pretty much accepted.
Okay.